Hey guys, my name is Carrie and I am so honored that Kelly and Leanne have invited me to join with them in sharing blending with you today. So I hope you're enjoying what you're learning so far and you're picking up on some new things. But my goal here is to help bring all of these pieces together and help you put a recipe together that is personalized just for you, which is the beauty of blending. So far we've talked about notes, we've talked about batches, we've talked a little bit about chemistry, and so all of those pieces are really important, and now we're going to bring it all together and help it to make sense. So when you are ready to write a recipe, you are going to need a reference book of some kind. There are lots of them out there, lots of options out there. What you're looking for is to look up whatever issue, whatever system, whatever you want to support, whatever your goal is for this recipe. And you're going to look for a list of recommended single essential oils. So whatever your book is, you're going to find that list. Now, the problem that we have run into as we've gone through this essential oil journey is that we have given people these reference books and they have looked up whatever it is that they're looking for, and they come across this list of 30 singles. And it's overwhelming. And what's the question that comes up? Oh my gosh, I don't have all of those oils. Well, do I need all of those oils? Or I just have one or two. Can I use those? And do I mix them? And how much do I use? And all of those questions come up, right? Are you nodding your head? Are you with me? That you've experienced those questions. And so now we're going to put all of those pieces together. I'm going to show you how to break down that list of recommended singles and put it together into a balanced recipe that is personalized, it's customized just for you or what your body needs at that time. This is what I love about blending. All right, so the first step is to get your reference book out, look up your goal. What are you trying to accomplish with this recipe? What do you want to see happen? What do you want to support with this? So you're going to look it up and you're going to find that list of singles, and then you're going to go back to your comprehensive list. It's going to look, what Leanne and Kelly have given you is similar to this, but it's a comprehensive list of all of Young Living's oils broken down by top, middle, and base. And so you're going to look at your list and you're going to create a little top, middle, base chart that corresponds with what you're working on. So for today's example, what we're working on is we're going to write a recipe for an inhaler for emotional support. And what I love about the inhalers is that you're breathing it in, and we're using an aromatic application, and it's wonderful for emotional stuff, any kind of emotional stuff that you've got going on. So for today's example, we're going to look at anxiety, just temporary anxiety. Stuff happens and you get flustered and you get worked up. What is something that you can grab that inhaler and just take a few breaths and let yourself calm down? So that's what we're focusing on today, is something for anxiety. And for this example, Leanne and Kelly have done some of that work for you and finding that research and finding those suggested singles. And we're going to break that list down into a little top, middle, and base chart. So instead of having this big, huge chart, we're going to have just a little bitty chart. So for this, for anxiety, we're going to look at our list and we're going to decide, what is it? Ylang ylang, that is a base. So we're going to put that in our base column, right? Frankincense is a base as well. Blue spruce is a middle. So in your middle column, you just write blue spruce. Roman chamomile, lavender, palmarosa, and pine. Those are all middles. So we've got those in our middle column. In our top column, we have orange, grapefruit, and clary sage. Okay? So we've taken this big list of oils, and you can get that again from anywhere, from reference book. You can go online. You can just Google search essential oils to help with whatever it is that you're looking for. And then, or you could go to some other websites, and whatever you find, you just compile a list of singles, break it down into this chart. Okay, so that's our first step, is to get that top, middle, and base chart that is reduced down to what you're looking for. All right. So from there, we're going to take our bases and we are going to look at them. Now remember, if we're making a batch, right, we're going to make one batch for an inhaler. And do you remember the ratio? The ratio for one batch is 1, 2, 3. So 1 drop of base note, 2 drops of middle note, 3 drops of top note. That's going to equal 6 drops. That's our one batch for our inhaler. Okay, so we're going to look at our chart here. And for base notes, well, we only need 1 drop, right? But we have 2 oils. We've got ylang ylang and we have frankincense. So how do we know which one to use? You can't use half of a drop, right? You're gonna use a whole drop. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna look at ylang ylang first, and get your reference book out again. Turn to the page that tells you all about ylang ylang. And this is how I kind of do it. I write bases, and then under that I write ylang ylang dash. And I'm gonna read everything in that book about ylang ylang. Anything that jumps out to me, I'm gonna write it down that would apply to me. So anything that ylang ylang can help with my body right now. It could be anxiety, which is what we're working on. It could be something else. Ylang ylang is also really great for hormonal support. So maybe that jumps out at you. Write that down, hormones. Or anything else that you see that ylang ylang could be helpful for that applies to you, write that down. And then you're gonna do the same thing for frankincense. Frankincense, dash. Look it up. Read through everything it says about frankincense. Write down everything that frankincense can do to help your body right now, and write that down. So now we've got those two bases, and we're going to look at those, and we're going to choose which one of those is going to be most beneficial for me right now. And I only need one drop, so for that I'm going to choose either ylang ylang or frankincense. Okay, and then we're going to move on to our middles. For this example, we have 5 middles to work with. So the first one we have listed is blue spruce. Same process. Middles, blue spruce, dash. And I'm going to look up blue spruce in my reference book. I'm going to read all about it, and anything that jumps out at me that oil could help my body. It could be anything. It could be sleep. It could be your joints or your musculoskeletal system. Anything that jumps out at you that could be beneficial to your body. Then you're going to write that down. And so we're going to go through that same process for these 5 middles. And then again, now with the one batch, we get 2 drops of middle note. So that could be any combination of oils to give you 2 drops. So you could choose one oil and do 2 drops of that one oil, or you could choose 2 separate oils and do 1 drop of each. You see? So after you've done your research of these 5 oils and you look at how each of those could be beneficial to you, go through and decide, okay, which one, where do I need to put my 2 drops? Which of these oils are going to give me the best bang for my buck, for me, for my body right now? So I'm going to pick my 2 drops. Same process for the tops. Orange, grapefruit, clary sage. Go through orange, dash. Read everything about orange. Write down every way that orange can help you, yada yada. Go for grapefruit and for clary sage. Now remember, for top, how many drops? We get 3 drops of top note. So again, we could choose orange, grapefruit, clary sage. I could do 1 drop of each. That would give me 3 drops. Or I could do 2 drops of orange, 1 drop of clary sage. That's 3 drops. Whatever combination you want to do to give you 3 drops. Okay, do you see how that's working? For this example, we've kept it really simple. We've chosen to do 1 drop of frankincense, that's our base, 2 drops of lavender, that's our middle, because most people have lavender, and 3 drops of grapefruit, that's our top. So that's 1, 2, 3, that's 6 drops. That's our recipe for our inhaler. So I hope that makes sense to you. I hope that's empowering to you. I love blending for this reason. Of these 10 oils that we have listed here, you could come up with hundreds of combinations. So use this to your advantage. Make this your own. You can personalize this to what your body needs right now. If you were going to make, this is an inhaler, so you don't need any carrier oil. You're just going to drop your drops onto the wick. But if you were to use a carrier oil, there are so many different options that are out there that are wonderfully beneficial for your body that will enhance our essential oils and the recipe that you've written. So I hope you guys enjoy that, and I can't wait to hear about all of the great recipes you write and the creations you come up with. Have a great day.